There comes a moment in every life when the mirror doesn't lie. When the reflection staring back at you demands an answer. Are you living by design, or merely by default? That moment is not marked by age or status, but by a deep, almost spiritual unrest, the knowing that there is more. That you were built for something greater. And yet, so many shrink in that moment. Not because they lack strength, but because they've never been taught to think big. Not just to wish. Not just to want. But to think big, boldly, clearly, and with intention. Napoleon Hill called it a definiteness of purpose, the idea that no man achieves greatness by accident. He studied the likes of Edison, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Ford, men who did not tiptoe into destiny. They charged toward it with a mind so focused it bent reality in their favor. And that power, it's not locked in history. It's in you now. But first, you must unlearn everything that taught you to play small. Because playing small is not humble. It's a betrayal of the gift you were given. It's the silent agreement to live life in the waiting room, hoping something changes, without realizing you are the change. The ones who win big don't wait for permission. They give it to themselves. They think differently. They walk into rooms with vision in their eyes and fire in their belly. And the world senses it. Because the world doesn't follow the loudest voice, it follows the most certain. And that certainty is born in the furnace of belief. Belief is not wishful thinking. It is not a fragile hope you whisper before bed. It is an unyielding conviction. It is what Thomas Edison had when he failed over 10,000 times trying to create the light bulb. When they asked him why he didn't give up, he didn't say, "I failed 10,000 times." He said, "I found 10,000 ways that didn't work." That is what belief sounds like. That is what it means to think bigger. You are not here to repeat the life your parents lived. You're not here to blend in, to fit someone else's mold. You are here to stretch reality, to bend steel with your mind. That begins with clarity. Because clarity is power. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. The average person wakes up reacting to alarms, to emails, to problems. But those who win big begin their day with intention. They write their vision. They script their future. They don't guess where they're going. They decide. Every fortune began with a thought, but not just any thought. A directed thought. A mental blueprint of a life that didn't yet exist. Carnegie didn't build steel empires by hoping. He did it with calculated imagination and relentless execution. Hill wrote about how he would sit in silent council with Lincoln, Franklin, and Emerson, visualizing their wisdom as if they were speaking directly to him. Was it mystical? Perhaps. But the results were real. Because what the mind can conceive, and believe, it can achieve. But only if the mind is disciplined. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and results. You can meditate all day, write down affirmations, even study the greats. But without discipline, your vision remains a fantasy. Thinking big requires acting big, especially when no one's watching. When the crowd is gone and the motivation fades, the question remains, will you do the work? Not just when it's easy, but when it's inconvenient, when it hurts, when doubt creeps in like a storm cloud. Because doubt will come. It came for every giant before you. It whispered to Walt Disney when he was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. It stalked Oprah Winfrey when she was told she was unfit for TV. But they didn't bow to doubt. They stood taller. They thought bigger. And thinking bigger means learning to be grateful for the struggle. Yes, grateful. Because adversity is the pressure that forms diamonds. Every challenge, every setback, every betrayal, it's not here to break you. It's here to build you. Gratitude is not just for the good. It's for the grind. It's for the lessons hidden in the pain. Because those who win big don't run from failure. They welcome it. They dissect it. They grow from it. Most people see failure as a stop sign. The greats see it as a detour. Henry Ford went bankrupt 5 times before building his empire. But each time, he learned. Each time, he refined. Because success is not about avoiding failure. It's about extracting its wisdom. Adaptability is the hidden edge. The world changes. Technology evolves. Markets shift. But the one who adapts, the one who bends without breaking, survives. More than that, they thrive. To think big is not to be rigid. It is to be resilient. Like bamboo, it bends in the wind but never snaps. Your vision must be firm, but your path can flex. Your purpose must be clear, but your methods can evolve. The one who clings to outdated plans in a changing world is already behind. Learning is the eternal companion of success. Those who win big are never done learning. They read. They ask questions. They surround themselves with minds sharper than their own. Because ego kills progress. But humility, the hunger to grow, that's where real power lives. You must become obsessed with mastery, not comparison, not applause, not distraction. But mastery of your craft, of your habits, of your emotions. Because the man who masters himself can master anything. Look at the greats. Lincoln studied the art of oratory until his words could move nations. Kobe Bryant studied film at 4 a.m. while others slept. Bezos envisioned an entire world run by digital retail before it existed. These men didn't wish, they willed. They imposed their vision on reality through the force of relentless preparation. Your potential is not a question. It is a promise. But it comes with a cost. And the currency is sacrifice. You will lose people. You will outgrow circles. You will be misunderstood, doubted, even mocked. But remember this, every great visionary was first seen as delusional. Until they weren't. Because once the vision becomes real, once the world finally sees what you saw first, the doubt turns to silence. The whispers become applause. And the man who dared to think bigger becomes the example for all those who come after. So think bigger. Breathe bigger. Move bigger. This life, this one chance, is not meant to be lived in the shadows of mediocrity. You were not born to chase, you were born to create. Not someday. Now. Because the door to greatness does not open with a key. It opens with a decision. Make it. Think bigger. Then act like it. Then become it. Now go, and build the future only you can see. If this message lit a fire in you, if it reminded you of the strength that's always been inside, then don't let it fade. Subscribe to Stoic Trench, where ancient wisdom meets modern ambition. Because your journey to greatness deserves fuel, direction, and a tribe that thinks bigger too. Now go. And never shrink again.